As a reader and a writer, this is concerning to me, but I want to talk about 3 reasons why I think it's true. Number one, starting with the obvious, there's so much competition. There are so many streaming services right now. And I have seen videos on this app talking about book to television adaptations that were like in 4 parts. There's so many books being made into TV shows and movies right now, but there's also a cancellation problem. And it made me think, like, have we come full circle where it's almost better to be made into a movie than a show because you're risking being canceled? And this is all subjective, but sometimes like the best options weren't always chosen. And it reminds me of the dystopian craze or Twilight back in the day when those movies did well. So a lot of others were rushed into production and they maybe weren't, the most solid plots. And inevitably those series didn't do well and they were canceled. And then it kind of like spoils it for maybe other books that would have had a better adaptation. I mean, again, that's all subjective, but it also pairs with the fact that we are now going back to like known fandoms and producing them because it's safer bets for these conglomerates. And, I'm the target audience. I'm happy to see this. It's just all like kind of worrying for all of the other books out there. Reason number 2, you may have seen videos on here talking about how HBO and Netflix aren't necessarily even competing with each other for our attention. They're competing with this app. It's a big problem. A lot of people I know watch a lot less television now because they are on TikTok scrolling. Even when we do watch shows, we often pause and scroll TikTok a little bit, or we're screen dipping while we're watching that show. Reason number 3, we live in a global world now. I'm an American and I speak English, so Hollywood would probably consider me a target demographic, and I'm not even watching shows that were made in LA. J-dramas, K-dramas, Turkish dramas, that Hollywood is competing on a global scale. The show that I'm mainly watching right now, like pretty much the only one, is Magnificent Century, and it's subtitled and it's free on YouTube. Like, the competition is just very fierce nowadays. Even when a show is really good, it's just like there's so much out there that it's almost like disappears from our consciousness within like weeks or months. I don't want to be negative, and I'm still excited for many shows. I just wonder, very seriously, if things have changed forever.